Hi there, my name is Deji Olatunde. For the purpose of this video, I will be called Mr. O. My wife has asked me to do a video, or actually she asked me to write an article, which was supposed to be the male version of the 5 things we learned in the first 5 months of marriage. But of course, as you know, we are already going on our 7th month. And I've not been able to get myself together to write in the article. So I told her, babe, if you want this thing to happen, please let me just do a video, okay? And she graciously agreed. So that's the video you're watching now. And she's warned me, on Arike Arts, we keep it simple, we keep it short. So I'm going to try to keep to those rules because if you don't put a leash on me, I could just go on and on in a very technical manner. All right, so the 5 things I've learned. The first is that women never say what they want. Guys, friendly advice, never take what a woman says literally, okay? Particularly when it sounds confusing. So for example, your wife has been craving for ice cream and you're like, babe, let's go get ice cream. And she's like, I don't want her. That means there's something wrong. She's just trying to tell you, it's not that she doesn't want the ice cream, or if you want, abort that mission and see. She's just trying to tell you, guy, you did this wrong. Can't you see? Or this is wrong. There's something wrong here. Can't you see it? She won't tell you what the thing that is wrong is, but that's her own way of telling you. So guys, just go by that complex, dashboard and pass the information through. Somehow I'm sure you find it. And when you find it, please make sure that you resolve it. All right, that's the first thing. Second thing is that a little spark, if not douse quickly, can burn your house down. What do I mean by this? I mean, in the course of interacting, there are times when we get on each other's nerves, not intentionally. Or, there are certain things, maybe you've had a long day, everybody's, touchy and all that, and something happens and, she tries to call your attention to it and you just ignore. And before you know it, she's upset, you're upset. If you don't address that issue on time, for the next 3 days, you guys may not be talking to each other. So I think it's better just address issues as they come. Once you just notice there's a little spark here, before it turns to a fire, please just quench it. Thing number 3 is that patience must be a virtue that is in abundance in your storehouse. You have to be patient with each other. There's no how you want to do it. Patience is very, very key. You come from 2 different backgrounds. The way you do things in your family, the way you've been doing things right from when you've known yourself up until the point where you moved into that matrimonial home might be challenged, because that might be the exact opposite. So what was, allowed in your family might be a taboo in her family. So you have to be patient with each other, try to understand where you're coming from, and even when you understand where you're coming from, you have to be patient to work together to that place where you guys want to get to. So patience is very, very key. Trust is very important. Trust is like a foundation for sustainable growth. If you guys must grow together as a couple, if you must understand each other, which is very, very important, then there must be trust. Before I got married, I was very, very strict on my wife. And when she asked me, you don't love me? I'm like, no. I don't want to paint pictures of what is not there. I want to show you the worst part of me so that when we get married, at least. And I am nice to you. Number 1 is you appreciate that your husband has appreciated. That's 1. And 2, it can't get worse than this. My wife took everything, she took that to be me. So even after we got married and I became very nice and sweet, she's always looking like, okay, so what do you want? When I'm all romantic, she's like, okay, But sometimes when we're discussing and I'm like, okay, so what do you think? She's like, you don't really want to know what I think. You're just saying it so that after I finish speaking, you overrule it. Meanwhile, I was really asking her because I wanted to find out what she was thinking. So trust was lacking, and we had a lot of issues, little things just, and I was wondering where did this come from until, by God's grace, I was able to identify it and I pointed it out. So there is need for us to trust each other And it's not just trusting, there has to be a basis for trust. And what are we talking about? We're talking about you understanding that your partner has your best interest at heart. I'm not saying you should trust that he has your best interest if he doesn't have your best interest. But of course, you guys have to agree that you have each other's best interest at heart. And once that is agreed, once that is established and both parties are working towards it, trust that whatever he does is in line with that agreement. So trust is very, very fundamental. And the last one is just general advice. Never ever envy anybody, any couple, any family based on the externalities of what you see. Many things are just, they're just make-believes, they're shows. I remember there was a time when I was not very happy with my wife, and I went to church. And because of the way we were playing and everything, well, of course, not playing during service, I mean, the way we were interacting. I heard somebody, I don't know whether they were married, but I heard a lady telling the guy she was seated beside, I like this couple. And in my mind, I'm like, if only you knew how I feel like pounding her head now, you know. So the truth is, every family has their struggles, they have their issues, they have their challenges, they have things that they are fighting with, you know. So never wish, just God, every situation is unique, so accept yours, embrace it, and work it onto perfection or the level of beauty that you want it to be. All right, Mrs. O, I've done your video. I hope we're able to pick one or two things from this. And anyway, so that it's no longer, that's it. So thank you very much. Please feel free to drop your comments and keep visiting this space. Bye-bye.